Hi there, it's Carol. Hmm.
Hi, Carol. Sorry, I'm just trying to get the camera on.
Hi, how are you feeling?
I'm getting better. I'm getting better. Thank you for asking.
Was that an all of a sudden thing?
Yeah, it was a emergency, was not planning on this at all thing, for sure. For
So
sure.
are you up and about?
Not really. So, I like sitting up straight like I am right now, I could probably do for like an hour and a half, maybe at most, before I start getting pain.
What
So
did
I
you
had
have?
like,
What did you have, if you don't mind my asking?
no, I don't mind. I ended up getting my gallbladder removed. But
I've been there, done that.
yeah, by the time I went in, there were so many complications. Like the surgery took twice as long, my recovery's taking twice as long as expected. So it's just been a pain.
Anything you need?
Need anything, but thank you for asking. I feel bad. I'm ready to get back to being in the office already, if I'm being honest. I'm like sitting like this with the computer, and when I was doing the webinar, not last week, the week before, I was just trying to get through it and not look like I was like wincing every couple seconds.
Do we have a quorum today?
We should. I think it's still 2:57.
Right.
I think Reverend Clark is gonna get on and Jalen's gonna get on. Um, I think we should be fine if we get one more person in.
Now, why is my picture not showing up?
I don't know, actually. I don't have any restrictions because this is the city Zoom, so I don't touch any of the restriction on this. I'm just allowed to press start meeting on this one.
Does my name?
Yeah, it says your name. I could hear you fine. It's this works for me.
Hmm. See if that's going to work. Hello, hello, hello. Lost you on that. Hello, hello, hello.
Oh, I could hear you fine. I just can't see you.
Hmm.
Okay, let me just check my text messages to see if anybody else texts me about the link. Nope, everybody's all good.
No, it was easy to get into.
It was? Okay, that's good. I was kind of worried about it. I was like, oh, I hope it's easy enough.
Yeah, because I'm not good at this stuff, and usually I have a problem, but this was easy.
Good.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh, no problem. Bless you.
Ah,
Let's see. Still, usually, honestly, people don't log on until like 3:05.
I don't know why my picture isn't there.
Hmm. I think it may have to do with something in your settings, like in the upper right hand corner. I'm trying to visualize it. I'm sorry. In the upper right hand corner, um, you may see your initials. If you click on that,
No, it
and
just
you
says sign in.
oh, has to be something on my end then maybe. Let's see. Hola, Jalen.
Hey, how's it going?
All right. No, I don't see anything on my end that restricts photos or anything, but
No,
I can check in with the city to see if it
Restricts what?
Carol's photo isn't showing up under her
Yeah,
name.
the city doesn't allow it.
There we go. That's why I was like, it has to be something with the city then. Okay.
oh, okay. So that's why whoever just spoke isn't showing up either.
That's Jalen. Yeah.
Hi,
Yeah,
Jalen.
how you doing? Yeah, the city just because like people could put stuff that's like inappropriate, so they block it.
That makes sense.
I know I talked to Reverend Clark. He said he'd probably be a couple minutes late.
Yeah, I was just saying to Carol that usually people don't really log until like 3:05-ish anyway.
Yep.
So I'm like,
I always log in early because
Me
usually I
too.
have so much trouble getting in but this was very easy.
Good. Hopefully moving forward, it's that easy too. It was a pretty easy system to have them send out all the information for you guys too. All right, let's just wait a little longer. All right, just 1 second. I'm just going to
Hello, everybody.
How come he got a picture?
hello. Sorry, everyone. Let's
Hey.
get the video back on. Perfect. Hey, everyone.
Hello.
He's got a picture.
I think his is a background photo, so that's why it works. I don't think you can put like the holding photo.
You talking about my picture?
Sure am,
Yeah.
Mr. Man.
Oh, yeah, it's a background thing. But if I
Huh.
didn't have the background thing on, let me see, what would I have? So that's me with no background. That's
I think what she's talking about is if like say if your video's off, everybody else is like you just see like the little figure.
oh, got it. See,
Yeah.
yeah, see, in mine, most of the time I have a picture of mine, but up here I'm not sure why I don't have this picture up here. I think because on this computer I'm on my laptop, and I think I haven't done the picture on the laptop.
That and I think the city has a hold on it where they don't allow it.
Oh,
So yeah.
that's probably it, Jalen. Actually, because I was actually surprised that my picture didn't pop up here.
Okay, so sexist. Only the men's pictures are showing up.
Well, that's us live though. That's us just using our camera, our video.
Nope. Can't get my
Daisy
picture.
showing
Dave,
up. Hey, Daisy.
That's funny.
Oh, it's so good to see you, Miss Franklin.
I know.
You're muted, so we can't
Here,
hear you, Daisy, because you're muted.
Can't get my picture.
oh, you know what? I might be able to unmute you.
We see Alex.
Hey, how are you?
We're
Yeah.
good. How are you?
Good.
Right, we may actually be able to start. I love how many people showed up. This might be the meeting with the most people we've had so far.
How you doing, Daisy?
Hey, Daisy, you're muted. We
You're
can't hear you.
muted.
There you go.
There we go.
Okay. All
Oh,
right.
there you,
Doing well. I just got home from therapy.
Okay.
Good,
okay.
good seeing you.
Yeah, it's good to be able to be at the meeting too.
Yeah.
So we could call the meeting to order now. We have a quorum.
Yep.
We'll call the meeting to order at 3:04. Um, In attendance, we have Mr. Joe Mann, Miss Daisy Franklin, Miss Alexandra. I don't want to butcher your last
No.
name.
Yeah, Solazzo.
Salazzo. Okay, and then Miss Carol Frank. So you do have a quorum, and then right now we could just move on. We got the call of the public. Um, but I don't see that here for the public participation. Or before that, actually, I could take a motion to accept the minutes for our special meeting on May 19th.
So moved.
I'll second it.
All right, any corrections or comments? Any none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And that passes unanimously. So yeah, just before I pass it over to Sabrina, just happy that Sabrina is back. She'll probably give us an update on everything. But yeah, it's exciting. I think she just went through a process that I think is gonna help her be a little bit more in depth to help with this. She just closed on her home, so congratulations is in order with that. But I think it gives a unique perspective on just the fair housing process and some inequities that might be there. So that just be some in life training that just brings some more skills to her job. But that I'll just hand it over to you, and then you can give your report.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, thanks, guys. The going through the process has definitely helped with being able to identify just even certain verbiage, right? Like high opportunity areas versus non-high opportunity areas, right? Like we're moving people out of non-opportunity areas into opportunity areas where the discrepancy should be opening up opportunity to all areas. So that's definitely now in the forefront of my mind more than it's ever been before. But just to go back to the agenda, just starting with some of the old business. So as some of you guys were on, and I was really happy to see you, we hosted the Housing Justice Starts Here, the reintroduction to the Fair Housing Office. We had a total of 38 participants, which was really awesome because we had about 41 who RSVP'd. So only a couple of people were not able to make it. And the session ran for about 72 minutes. It landed really well because since that ended, I've gotten 5 inquiries from different nonprofits to ask me to come specifically in Norwalk to speak about what fair housing looks like and to specifically redo the PowerPoint that was presented during that meeting. And then I had one additional inquiry that asked me to do a deep dive into how fair housing affects senior housing. So I thought that was really cool, opening up to different audiences, and hopefully that would grow with more word of mouth as well. So I'm hoping to be able to tailor that presentation once I get a little bit more detail about the needs of the organizations that are reaching out. Does anybody have anything to say on the
No.
webinar or anything?
No, I came on, excuse me, I came on late, and it seems like it was very, very interesting. I came on late because I was at a funeral, and
Oh no, I'm
as soon as
sorry.
I was done, I came on. But it sounds like people were engaged, and it sounds like it was it seemed like it was good. I got on towards the end of it, but it felt like it had been a good session. So I was certainly pleased, and I saw quite a few people up there when I came. So I was pleased to see that. So good job.
Also, thank you for, making the time to show up. That must have been a hard day. So I definitely sorry for your loss, but I do appreciate you even
Well,
logging in then.
it was not so much my loss. It was more a friend. I was there to support a friend. But that's
Yeah.
that's what it was. Thanks.
Oh, okay. So building off of that, it actually is going to bring me to some new business. So our
I
next,
think
go ahead.
I think Miss Franklin might have had a question.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, thank you. I just want to know if I didn't see the webinar, and I want to know if I wanted to see it, is it available?
I just was able to access the recording today. I need to figure out a way to be able to put it directly onto I'm actually hoping to put it on our Fair Housing page and just have a section for a recorded webinar specifically. But I could also just send you the recording as well ahead of time before I'm able to put it online so you can view it as well if you'd like.
I'd like it
Thank you.
also, 'cause
You like
I'm
it also?
sorry,
Perfect.
Daisy. I was not able to make it that day. and I would like it also.
I'll have that sent out to you guys
Thank you.
for sure. Yeah, no problem. Sorry, I'm just making a note so I remember. Okay. Yeah, no problem at all. But I definitely want to start putting all of our recorded webinars on our site as well. So it's housed there and people can revisit them as needed. So our upcoming event, sorry, our upcoming event is going to be the Survival and Resilience Norwalk in Focus, which is going to be a film screening of Survival of a Small City, the film that you guys have shown before in the past. That's going to be an in-person event on July 17th that we're going to have in the community room.
Okay.
So that we're actually maxed out because of the time at 40 people who can come, which I think is a good goal because we got what did I say, like 37 or 38 at the webinar. So I think 40 seems like a solid number. I was wondering if you guys had people in particular that you wanted me to prioritize getting in to that.
Can you send out an update on all the dates and the things that are coming up so we know what, what we can attend and what we can't? And this one is July 17th?
Correct, yes.
And at what
July
time?
17th. I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
What time?
Oh, yes. So the time it's going to be from 1 to 3.
At what time? You
From
faded.
from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m.
1 to 3.
Yeah, and I was actually hoping that some of you guys may be able to speak on a short panel discussion after the movie, in case people have questions on the direction of like development and fair housing in Norwalk, since you guys have like such deep-rooted journeys in Norwalk. I was thinking it'd be a very interesting perspective.
So we're looking at, how long is the movie? Do we know?
Yeah, so the movie is, I have it here.
I think it's 20 or 25 minutes, if I remember.
I think the
Part 1
full
and
one
part
might
2
be
is about an hour.
yeah, it's about an hour, I think.
An hour?
Yeah.
Wow.
Do we, I mean, I wasn't on the commission in the past when you guys have shown the movie. I mean, have you gotten a large audience for that? I'm thinking about like myself having to take 2 hours out of the day. I wouldn't want to sit and watch an hour movie. That's the only thing I'm thinking.
We did have very good response when we showed the film. We had a full room in the community room.
Right.
But this is going back a couple of years now.
And I don't think we showed the full movie. I think every time we
I
showed it, it was like I think I edited it down to like 15, 20 minutes.
Okay.
Right, that's
We
why I
also
had
show an
said 20
abridged
minutes.
version if you'd like to. There's a couple of things we can do. So I could show an abridged version because it is split up to part 1 and part 2. I could also, Alex, maybe send you, because it's free, it's online. If you wanted to just kind of like watch it on your leisure and then come just for the panel discussion, that works as well.
So I didn't mean like personally, like I have no
Yeah.
thinking like 2 hours is a long time to take out of your workday.
Yeah.
If it's, 1 to 3 kind of thing. I
Yeah.
just make sure that whoever we invite, they know what to expect if they're able to give the time. Yeah. And kind of what's happening. 1 to 3. I mean, I'm just like thinking 1 to 3, then are we providing lunch for them? Because that's
1
also
to 3.
a long
I was
time.
thinking we have money in our budget where we could provide like light refreshments. I don't know about like a full lunch to be fair.
I'm just thinking like
But-
you want the amount of people to come.
Yeah, no, I definitely was thinking having like small snacks, like some waters, maybe
Okay.
some like sodas or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah. Okay.
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 Light snacks,
I think-
coffee, things like some tea may be available, things like that.
So
I think
we-
you
we-
definitely should cut it down to 20 minutes, which is what we had originally when we showed it, because an hour is much too long at that time of day. I agree with that. And I think they can get the essence and everything they need out of the film in a 20-minute version.
I personally prefer the second half. Do you guys have a preference versus the first half or the second half of the film?
Really don't
I want
even
to see it
remember.
again.
So I think the thing is though is that because last time that we showed it, people kind of did want to watch the whole thing. And I think that you do get a big interest in this film, kind of because what this film shows is like kind of how we got here today. It shows like South Norwalk before all of the
Right.
development, and then it shows kind of like where we are today, and then like kind of some of those same concerns that you had people speaking about being afraid to be pushed out of Norwalk. Kind of all of that stuff kind of came to fruition. So I think especially with like the group, like we're like not saying that the public's not invited, but when we're looking at this event and how Sabrina has everything kind of set up, where these are people that's kind of already in this field to work, in this line of work. I don't think that it's going to be like too much. I think that they kind of might want to watch the whole thing because this is going to be tailored to like people who are kind of already in this field of work and try to bring everybody together. At least from like the essence that I got from the conversation from the first event, I think that the people that we'll have here, they kind of want to watch the whole thing and probably have a strong dialogue because they're so entrenched in the work already.
Yeah, I tend to agree with Jalen. I think it's not something that feels long when you're watching the whole thing. You know, it's actually very interesting. And if folks already know they're coming from 1 to 3, then it doesn't seem to me that the hour part of the movie is a problem. But yeah, I'm not sure how I think it gets cut down and still have the same good effect. So, that's just, what I think about it.
Okay.
And when
Yeah,
we're
that's fine.
talking about, yeah, and when just to touch on the time again, from 1 to 3, I'm allotting an extra hour for conversation. I don't think the conversation is going to go further than 10 to 15 minutes, like hopeful, like on a
Okay.
good conversation. I don't see people really engaging too much after unless we get really good response and like we're all really enthralled by it. But I do have really good feedback. I did show a clip during the presentation, and some people have already reached out wanting to know where they could see the rest of it, which was really interesting. So just, some food for thought there too.
Yeah, the
Uh,
clip was good that you showed.
It was
Yeah.
was hard to like get it kind of just to like what those people were feeling in that exact
Oh, yeah,
moment.
yeah,
So it was like me kind of clipping some pieces
Yeah, no,
together.
but it was, you did a good job.
But thank
It
you.
was well received, yeah.
But for us refreshments, we've in the past have sandwiches and chips and different cookies and different things like that. We just didn't get coffee and soda and
Yeah, but that
But
was,
don't you
excuse me,
think
that
at a
was
1
for
o'clock
lunch.
thing?
That was
people
for
have-
lunch, Daisy. This is not a lunch thing. This is at 1 o'clock. So people will have already eaten. And I don't think we have to give
maybe.
them lunch. We can give them some snacks and
Yeah,
sell it or
and I was
something.
thinking that at 1 o'clock event, you kind of expect people will have already kind of
Right.
eaten, and just some water, soda, something, coffee would be probably okay.
For 2 hours.
I'll make sure to have like popcorn and maybe some pastries or something
Right.
that, kind of like a movie experience, but we're not having like a full meal.
Some of
Right.
those little bags of chips or something, would
Yeah.
probably be
Yeah,
sufficient.
not at that hour. We don't give them lunch. If we were doing a lunch, excuse me, we would have had it at 11:30 or noon. At 1 o'clock, they will not expect a lunch. They will have eaten already.
So I'm gonna send out a invite for everyone, a calendar invite for that day, because I think the calendar invites have been working well. So I'm gonna start sending out calendar invites instead of just emails. So I'm gonna make sure I send out a calendar invite for that day. And then if you guys are interested in kind of speaking in discussion after, please feel free to let me know. I'm also gonna send that email to everyone on the
Okay.
commission as well. And then just another recap. So I was out last week. That was pre-scheduled time off that I had. So today's my first day back, and just so that you guys are aware, the backlog for today has been extremely long, which is good because people are reaching out, but bad because we have about 5 solid cases that I've asked for additional information on, that we are going to start investigating.
Okay.
So, I just wanted to highlight those before, before I get the information. I'm kind of hesitant on sharing what they're about just so that I can substantiate it a little bit more. But it does show that there is a need and that people are starting to experience these things. There is one in particular that at face value is like just very blatant racism. There's just no way around it. So I'm hoping to get some more substantiated evidence for that particular family. So we're working on that. We're getting through those things this week, just trying to catch up on all of that. On top of that, just another quick social media kind of update. So right after the webinar that we had, we increased by 30 new followers,
Oh,
which was really
good.
interesting. Yeah, it's great. It brings us up to 114 now. So we're
Wow.
growing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're growing. I have so I just looked up some of our data. So we have about 3.7 thousand views on our Instagram currently, and we're reaching a super wide audience. Over 50% of our audience live in Norwalk specifically, and about age-wise, about 40 of them are between the ages of 25 to 34, with the second highest range being between the age of 35 to 44. So that's amazing. And about 2/3 of our followers are women, which actually that data reflects kind of the target audience for the amount of complaints that we get as well. So these numbers really reflect like younger renters, women who often are facing steering or source of income issues. So the data suggests that we are reaching the people that we are intending to reach. However, we still have 74% of people who are viewing our content are not following us, which is great because that means it's sharing, but we want them to permanently engage.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we still have to work on that.
Yes. Cool. Can you, when we, or even on the bottom of your email, have like a little like Instagram link?
Mhm.
You do? Okay.
Yeah, I do.
Cool. I mean, the more and more presentations and think like if you, I don't know, I'm just trying to like think about who was on the video call, but like DVCC was on there and I don't know, but like, if you go do a presentation, you can have like a little form saying, follow us on Instagram or something for more information.
Yeah, I've been doing that. I also started to print out our QR code that links directly to our Instagram and bringing it to like as part of our table. So when we
Awesome.
pop up, people can just they take
Cool.
their phone and just scan it just out of curiosity to see what it is. And I've been getting really good reactions from that as well. So
That's really-
we're growing.
That's great.
What was the number of followers?
We have 114 followers currently.
Oh, okay.
Yep,
okay,
but
great.
3.7 thousand views on our content. So we're growing.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, so far so good.
Oh, yes, Reverend Clark, I see you just raised your hand. Let's see. Oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah, I see his hand too.
Reverend Clark?
Okay. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay. All right. Sorry for my lateness. I'm out of state, but
Thank you for
made it
joining.
possible to get on.
Well, yeah, we give you a great big old pat on the back, Reverend Clark. You out of state and still up here. Good for you.
That shows commitment and we appreciate it.
Okay, thank you.
All right, so actually now that we have more people, I wanted to maybe also bring up our meeting schedule and seeing what's more convenient for you guys. If, touching on a couple things, does 3 p.m. still work? And do we prefer virtual? This has been the best outcome we've had yet. So I'm really excited about virtual, but whatever works for you guys.
Are we excuse me, are we meeting through the summer? We usually do not meet in August. That's up to you and what the needs are and what you feel we need.
I think meeting is good, especially now in the beginning with Sabrina, especially if we can just do it virtual. I mean, this is so simple to have a meeting virtual, and I think for me, 3 o'clock is just fine.
Yeah, 3 o'clock is good for me as well.
Yeah, and I think if we get to the point, like say if we don't have anything to meet about, it's easier to cancel a meeting
Yeah.
than to schedule one. So we just keep the
Sure.
schedules. I think Sabrina already sent
Yeah.
out the reminders for the rest of the year. If we keep the meetings that we have, and say if we do get like to July or August and we don't have anything to talk about, then that way we could just cancel the meeting.
Yeah, I think, good point.
Good, yeah.
But I do like in-house meetings as well, but
Me-
right now the virtual is really good.
I like the live also, but you know, if everyone wants virtual, the thing is, you know, if you're out and about, then you have to get back to do the virtual.
Or
But
you can just park your car and get on your phone. That's the good thing about virtual, you know,
That is.
Yeah.
it's so
but
doggone
you know,
convenient.
whatever everyone wants to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As well.
And I think I support us meeting virtually for the time being.
Yeah.
And with the consistency in meetings, since Sabrina is new
Mhm.
and she's on the road running with this work, and we will like to hear what her findings are in the city, and that will help us to make the kind of decision we need to make as commissioners of this noble commission.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah, so I can make sure that we're providing the Zoom option moving forward. If you guys, the only thing is it does call for a vote for me to switch these meetings permanently to virtual. And then if we want to switch them back, it's just another vote. So Jalen or somebody else would have to initiate that.
Well, I'll make a motion that we go ahead and move them to virtual.
Okay. I second.
All in favor? Any discussion? Sorry.
Against is me.
Yeah, I want virtual and live. So I would like to have that option. So I'm a stand.
So do we want to do, well, we have this motion on the floor. Does anybody want to, we could do the hybrids or?
That's true. We could do hybrid.
Yeah, that's fine too.
Okay, well, I amend my motion to be for a hybrid meeting, virtual. And if somebody wants to show up in person, that's fine. So hybrid,
That's good.
can be part of it.
I'll
All right,
second
and I
that.
second.
Yeah, second. I mean, I agree.
Okay.
Okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And then that passes. That passes. So yeah, we'll keep it that way for the hybrid, and then yeah, we'll be good to go.
Yeah.
Perfect. So then just moving forward, everybody will always receive a Zoom link, but then the agenda will always state that it is hybrid, and it will have the time of the meeting, and the office will be open, and we can have in-person and hybrid, and I will make sure that it's all set up for both.
Good.
Sure.
Very good.
Perfect.
Perfect. All right,
I
that's
mean,
the last thing I have.
I almost missed it because I was heading to the meeting, the regular meeting, and then I realized, excuse me, that it was virtual. So I had to dash back now, have to go out again. So the fact that it's hybrid is good.
Yeah, whatever works for everyone. That's what works for me.
Great.
I'm gonna be on either way. So
So do we have anything else?
that's all we got.
I'll make a motion that we adjourn.
I second it.
Don't the chair make that?
Well, I can't make the
Call for that.
motion.
You call for it, right?
Yeah, but that's fine.
Okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, guys. You guys have a good one.
Bye,
right.
guys. See you
See you
later.
guys. Bye.
Thanks. Sabrina.
Bye.
Take care. Feel good.
Thank you.
Yep. You too. Be safe. Now, how we get off?